So what do you make of these policy changes? How will they work?
This policy change by Twitter is by far one of the most sweeping changes any of the social networks has ever made. And for Twitter, it's definitely a big turnaround from their initial response. If you remember, the first time that they presented to Congress, Senator Mark Warner came around and said that was deeply disappointing. That was so inadequate.
Twitter is seemed clearly completely unprepared. They didn't have the data they needed.
And now we just saw Mark Warner tweet that this is a great step forward. I'm so glad that Twitter is doing this. So how it's going to work in practice is that they're going to set up this transparency center that's going to be available to any consumer, any user of Twitter. They'll be able to see every ad on Twitter, all of them, how they're being targeted, how long they've been running for, and for campaigns, they'll have a specific section that will show these are the ads that are supported by these organizations. This is how much this campaign costs. This is who's supporting and backing it. So this comes leaps and bounds from the beginnings of this, where they were under so much criticism for being very untransparent about how their ads were being delivered.
So if I see a promoted tweet on Twitter, will I immediately be able to see who paid for that and how much that company has paid for such ads, or will I have to click away to a separate site?
Right, so they showed an example of what a political tweet might look like. So a political campaign ad will have a different, maybe background, different coloring. I don't know if it's going to be, we don't know yet what the exact details will look like in terms of the cost, if that's going to show up on the tweet, but I'm sure it will easily lead it to another area to click on the link.
So how does this compare to what Facebook has said they will do?
So Facebook has definitely done a lot since the very beginning. Sheryl Sandberg, Mark Zuckerberg hopping on the phone, getting on the phone with people in Congress. Now, Facebook has said they're going to hire thousands of people to vet these ads. Twitter has not said they're going to hire any people, and sources have told me that the way the company is thinking about this is that they don't necessarily think it makes sense to hire a whole bunch of new people and really reboot them and get them up to speed on this issue. So it does seem like Facebook is putting even more manpower into this, but with this policy, Twitter is making a very clear change and demarcation of where they stand on this.
How quickly will these changes be in effect?
Well, hopefully very soon. I mean, they have their testimony to Congress on November 1st, so I'm sure they'll want to show Congress that they're making real progress on this before that.